You ever wonder why, no matter how many side hustles you do, money affirmations, calling the money, all the work you do to bring the money in, but no money's flowing? What's your relationship with your mother like? Today, we're getting to the root of it, okay? The root chakra to be exact. My name is Kachina. I'm the founder of Evolving Kachina, a multidimensional and multi-generational wellness brand that is dedicated to help people grow, evolve, and heal. And we don't just talk about self-care and healing. We live it, we embody it, we're the truth, for real. So let's get into it. I love talking about chakras. I could probably talk about this all day, but let's talk about how we be blocking our own money because we have not done the proper inner work. So yeah, we talked about the social capital yesterday and how those who connect to us may not be helping us align and get to where we need to be. And it's like, yeah, a part of that is also because of how we believe in ourselves, how we see ourselves, and how we perceive the world. So let's get into the root chakra. The root chakra is a chakra that governs the base of your spine. Is that first chakra. I like to compare it to like the foundation of a house. The bottom of the house is like when you're first building up a house. Let's say you just got this property and you want to build up a house, and it's like you want to make sure it's stable. You want to make sure the ground that is on is even, is level. So when you're building your house up and you creating the foundation, you know that it's solid, it's good, nothing's going to slide, fall, or collapse. So now our root chakra, I would relate it to our upbringing, similar to a house. So now that you have like that house analogy, let's connect it to our upbringing. How were we brought up? How were our caretakers? Were our caretakers attentive? Were they paying attention to us? Were they loving, affection? Were they in and out? Were they back and forth? Were they inconsistent? We didn't know how we were going to be taken care of, because if there is some sort of instability in your upbringing and how you were first brought into the world and you perceive the world, there will be instability in your money and your funds if you have not healed that. And I say what's the relationship with your mother like because oftentimes those of us who have mother wounds have money issues. Those with mother wounds have money issues. Until you heal your mother wound, you will always have money issues. And not money issues, it also shows up in relationships because when you have that wound, you have this instability of knowing what's real and what's not, knowing what's true love and what's true support, and in knowing and not knowing the difference between what is and what isn't. Let me just put it like that, instead of confusing me and y'all. It's like when you have mother wounds, you often overcompensate or make excuses for people and things because you're searching for something to fill that wound. You're searching for something to fill that hole. And this is for those who have not healed it. To be clear. Now, if you healed it, you understand and you know it's a vast difference between, okay, how you used to get money, how you used to get things, and how things are stable, and how you can accept things and receive things now. Because when you have a mother wound, there is something about how your relationship with your mother, your caretaker, was growing up, and you have not been able to move past that mindset and move past the idea of like things can be different or things will look different. So in the workshop that I did on mother wounds, we talked about how the different relationships with our mother impacts how we have relationships with other people, right? So let's say you had a mother who really didn't show up for you or really didn't support you in the things that you do. So maybe there was some jealousy there. I don't know. And because of that, you often see other people, not maybe just like women, but other people, you may not feel like, oh, they fully support you or they're there for you, or there's always going to be some backhanded comment or some shade or whatever it is. And that may very much so be true, but that could also be your wound projecting that, your wound attracting that. And until you figure that out on your own, you're going to continue to attract those kind of people who are kind of shady, don't really support you because you haven't dealt with that wound and you think that that's how everyone acts and responds. And in some ways, you may even normalize it. But this ain't that. This ain't that. You really want to analyze like what that relationship is. And also, I would say in like a not so typical negative way. Another thing could be a mother wound if you had a mother who always was like um overbearing, oversharing, doing a lot. You can also be someone who let your energy leak out a lot and you're always giving, oversharing, always available to stuff. And that takes away from your energy. That takes away from your abundance because you're always giving away your magic. You're always giving away your tools and stuff like that. So therefore you never have it for yourself because you're constantly giving away. You never get to enjoy it. So it's like same with your money. You want to give it out. You want to help this person. You want to help that person. Oh, I'm doing this for my sister, for my brother, and my cousin. The lack of boundaries. Okay. We'll have you out here broke. We'll have you out here broke. It's not to say you can't help people and do these things, but at some point in time, you got to be a little bit selfish and know when it is to help yourself and uplift yourself, and then be like, okay, I have it to give to people, but give it to yourself first. Heal that wound. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're operating from like a wounded space because we've been doing it for so long and it's so normalized. And so we realize, like, look, I'm keep running to the same spot. I keep running to the same loop. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to keep money, but every time I get it, this happened, that happened. Think about all the times when you've achieved like a great amount of success or a great amount of financial abundance in how you think about how you got it. Think about how you've used it and how you may have lost it if you've lost it and wasn't able to pour into yourself or do something beneficial. Just think about that. What was going on in the mind, body, and spirit? Because in order to receive and to hold and to really appreciate the abundance, those things have to be aligned. The mind, body, and spirit has to be aligned. And if you don't feel safe and secure and stable within your body when things are coming to you and you're receiving them, it's going to be hard for you to receive it and accept it because you're so used to being wounded and so used to things being irregular. You're not going to get it. You may also reject it. You may reject financial abundance, which is happening with a lot of people who are not healing these wounds because they're like, oh no, I don't have these issues. I da 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 da. I'm good. It's just the wrong people. No, it's you. It can't be everybody else. It has to be you too, because it's like we are who we attract. So it's like how everybody else got these mother wounds, these problems, and you don't know. It's you too, and it's okay to admit that. I actually have a video where I talk a little bit more full about the root chakra that I'll post right after this. And I also have a free journaling prompt for healing the mother wounds as well as one of my digital products. And I'll post that below alongside also with that presentation and that Zoom that I did. I want to say probably almost 2 years ago about healing the mother wound, but it was a really, really, really good it was a really good workshop, and I definitely advise y'all to check that out, especially if you're struggling with finances and you know you got mommy issues. You know you got mommy issues, and it's okay because it's like long as you're able to admit it and have the power and the willingness to go through it and fix it, you'll be all right. You'll be all right because you can't say you want to be financial abundant. You beefing with people. You should be able to forgive and let go. How money gonna flow to you and you still holding on and harboring old emotions and energies? Is like money ain't gonna come to that. Money gonna come to that and it's gonna bounce right off. You ain't gonna be able to hold that high vibration of not just like actual dollars, but like abundance. You gotta really be in a space to receive that and know that you're worthy of receiving that. And you know, if you got these mommy issues leaning over your head, you may not be ready to receive that. And that's okay because I got you. We got resources for that. But definitely you want to look at what is your relationship with your mother, what is your relationship with your money, and see how parallel that is. But that's all I have for today. Definitely check out my video on the chakras to learn more about that and how they show up in our bodies energetically and how you can possibly heal those. I'll be talking a little bit more about chakras as we go along. I also have some meditations that I'm going to share with y'all maybe later on, okay, to dig even deeper into the chakra system. But until later, y'all, peace.